And now, from Glasgow.
So hi there, welcome to my weekly update. Now, just a sort of disclaimer, I'm actually recording this on the Thursday morning just before work. The reason I'm recording it Thursday morning is I have got a hectic work schedule the next few days. I cannot guarantee I can get this out before Sunday if I don't. So I'm going to have to pretend it's Sunday morning and tell you everything that's happened. So let's get the channel update first, and we can talk personal. Last week we had a Robocop released, which I'm really happy with that Robocop. And then tomorrow we've got an ET. Now I'm still a little bit worried about the ET because the next delivery hasn't been paid for yet. So it might be delayed. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. If there is no ET arrives in time, there will just be a complete blank in the Monday. Now, obviously, as you know, it goes Robocop 1 week, ET 1 week the next week, Robocop the next, ET the next. Now, the Robocops I have, we're actually on the latest pack, and I'm a little bit worried that the Robocop's going to be late. It doesn't seem to be quite a 28-day schedule, but I'm recording it based on a 28-day schedule. So I have split two issues. So I split one video, so we've got two videos of one episode each, which is a little bit of a shame because the one that came out last week and the one that comes out next week, you could put them together quite easily. And then the one that's going to be coming out in just over a week is one really complicated issue, which could do with being on its own. I could quite easily do that one on its own. But then the one after is quite literally, here's two pieces, screw them together, it's done. And I think it would be an insult to do that as a standalone video. So I've had to do two separate issues which could be put together, and then one big issue with a tiny issue. So I've got three videos. I'm probably confusing myself here. But basically there's going to be an ET tomorrow. I cannot guarantee there'll be an ET in 2 weeks. Should almost certainly be one 2 weeks after that. But Robocop is definitely on its way, not a problem. I've got Robocops recorded right up till the end of September. Tuesdays, Warhammer has returned. Now, it's a little bit messy at the moment because the recordings I have got were done at the hotel when I worked in London, and I kind of went this one, then this one, missed this one out, and then the next one. So the one you saw last on Tuesday was recorded from the hotel. Confession to make, I haven't even recorded issue 20. So I'm looking at my spreadsheet. Issue 29 hasn't even been recorded yet. I'm planned to do that Tuesday morning when I have a day off. So that will go out, I promise you. And then the following week will be another one recorded from the hotel. Then the one after that is issue 30, which will be recorded from this desk. Hopefully I can get that one done on Tuesday as well. And then from 31 onwards, there are going to be two videos per issue. One for the build and the zenithal highlight, and one for the actual painting. Now, we are going to paint according to the magazine, which means the figures won't get finished in each issue, because they may, you may paint the gold and the green and the silver, and then it needs a little touch of purple, but that purple isn't going to be coming till, say, issue 63, and then in issue 63 we go back. So it's going to get more and more complicated as it goes on, even possibly to the point that I may have to split them over 3 videos. I don't know yet. I'm not going to put myself under too much pressure. That is exactly why my channel's got in a bit of a mess in the first place. Just too much work to do, and then obviously with work, that doesn't help. Wednesday, issue 3 of the B-type bus. I got some really good positive feedback on that one. Thank you very much. I did actually make a mistake on Tuesdays. I put a panel on the wrong way round. Now the glue that I've got, it would appear that it sticks within about 5 minutes, but it sticks really hard after about 24 hours. So if after say 2 hours you go, oh, I've done that wrong, with a bit of care, it's difficult to do, but you can remove the parts and then re-stick them. Once it gets to about 24 hours, it's really hard. Where is it, Missy? Have you hidden it up? I have got it. Here we go. So a bit of a spoiler for you. This is what we're up to right now. So I think this side panel went in funny. It's actually a little bit gappy, but I'm going to deal with that. So the issue that you've got coming up on Wednesday, it actually deals with these bench seats. I've still got that problem there where I accidentally broke. Can you see I broke the framework? So I've got to do a little bit extra work on that, creating a new piece of frame, which shouldn't be a problem. But I am rather happy with the seats. They didn't fit properly, and the reason they didn't fit properly was you have a piece of wood that's been cut straight down. It's all laser cut. You're going to put that on at an angle, so that means the straight bit has gone on at an angle, but then you've got something to go on top, so you've got to file that angle so it's flat, and that's why they don't fit properly. It's not poor design, it's just if you take a straight bit, put it at an angle, it's gonna sit at an angle. But I think you're going to enjoy Wednesdays. So Gauntlet is going well. Rather happy with the Gauntlet. Now you are still watching the episodes from the previous pack. If you watched, it's Thursday today, so we're pretending it's Sunday. So if you watched Thursdays, you will see that there was a bit of a problem with the supply issues. So I've dealt with that. And then this coming Thursday will be the next piece of the premium base. Premium base, I'm alright with the premium base. It's nice, it goes together. It's a little bit extra build. If I need to drag it out, I can use that premium base. The cats are just about to kill each other. They do that. She screams in pain, so I jump in and save her, and then 10 minutes later she's attacking him. So I've got to the point now I just leave them. So just let them get on with it. She's big enough to look after herself. Yeah, so the Gauntlet can be used to extend the build or speed it up depending on what I need to do. The week after next, I do a bit of a problem fix. What's happened is we've got a missing piece and we need that to complete the next stage of the build. But as you can see, I did say before it was quite flimsy because you had that side bit. I've managed to construct it just enough so it holds, and then to save it getting knocked, I've got 2 cats and I'm putting things upright to save them from being knocked. But it's quite sturdy now, and then we move on to the finger, and all of the fingers so far have taken about 10 or 11 issues to do. So I'm predicting that we're not going to touch that for another 2 packs because I've got 2 stages. 2 stages for the stone, which the stone is in there. You can't see it because it's a bit dark. And then we move on to the fingers. And I got an email saying we thought that missing issue would be with us about issue 90 something, which is right at the end of the build. But then I got another email to say it might be with me sooner. There you go. That was spitting at each other now. They're looking quite serious. As you can see, they're destroying my house. Come on, that's a bit too much when I'm recording. Excuse me 1 sec. I'm recording, okay? Leave her alone. Shadow! It's like having kids. Right, so that's the gauntlet. Now, Lancaster is back. Issue 6 has been released. I can't remember what I did in issue 6. Bear with me. Uploaded videos. Yes, so I did some drilling. Quite happy with that. Now, issue 7 and 8, which is coming out next week, is a bit of a mess. A couple of months ago, I was transferring files over from an external hard drive onto the computer, where I wasn't going back to London anymore. I didn't need to take the hard drive, and I seem to have lost 2 issues worth of painting, which I'm really disappointed with. So what I've done is I've done a show and tell on the pilot. Right, that's enough. Thank you. So I've done a show and tell on the pilot. This is the pilot, which I'm really happy with. But there's loads more figures. So what I'll do, instead of skipping over the next figures, I will go into detail on the next figure. So I've done, and I've called it issue 7 and 8, just to keep the continuity of the video numbers. And then issue 9 is a show and tell, and that's that done. I'm still trying to get some scale models out, but I'm catching up on the regular videos, so it's becoming a bit of an issue. So what's been happening in my life? Not a massive lot other than work. Now I had a few problems. I've been at this new job now 4 weeks. I had a few problems initially, just like every person in a job. I have a couple of people that don't like me. They knew me from before. We just don't get on. There's a little bit of a conflict going on with something that happened years ago. I'm able to let bygones be bygones, but it would appear some people can't. Don't need to comment on that. I'm telling you a story of every single person at work. It's not a problem. The way it became a problem was on my 3rd day, there was a big hoo-ha. Now, I make it no secret, I have paranoia, I have a bit of low self-esteem. Sometimes I just really struggle believing in myself. So to come into work on the 3rd day, and in order to resolve a problem, I have to be sent home through no fault of my own. And yes, the boss said, don't worry, you won't be out of pocket. And no, I was not out of pocket. But can you imagine how I feel on my 3rd day going, we're cancelling your shift, but you'll still get paid for it. Since then, I have got one person who has actively asked to work with me on a permanent basis. I've got another one. Now, during the last channel update, I was on a 6-day stint with a guy. I knew him from the company before, but he wasn't doing the coaches back then. So although he's an experienced driver, he's quite new to the coaches, to the London trips. So, you know, we were working together. On the whole, we both knew what to do. It was just a little fine things that we had to figure out for ourselves, and we figured out really well. We worked really well together, and now he's saying he wants to work with me permanently. Then a couple of days ago, I went out on a single trip to London with a young lady. She's very experienced bus driver, inexperienced with the coach work. She did one trip to London. Both her and her partner got themselves in a muddle, and they were about 40 minutes late coming into London, and she's a little bit worried about it. And I went down with her and I says, right, okay, fine. I will drive into London and I'll drive out and I will explain everything to you. And she's ended up saying I was a wonderful teacher and she'll work with me any day of the week, which I find is interesting. You know, you've got problems right at the beginning, and now I'm beginning to be regarded as a valued member of staff, which in all fairness I probably was anyway. It's the paranoia that gets in the way. You know, if I was that much of a problem, would the company have actually given me a job in the first place? However, a couple of days ago, I get a phone call from the boss. Would you mind mentoring someone going down to London? And I'm like, Christ, I've only been here a few weeks. Now you got me training people. Training role would be too strong a word. It's just going down with someone. But basically, I'm under the assumption that Sunday morning, I'm going down with someone that hasn't got a clue about the route. Probably worried about the route to go, which he doesn't need to worry about. We've got this invention called SatNav. He's probably worried about getting into London. He's worried about the hotel and all the procedures, and hopefully he can come back a lot more comfortable than he went down with. So that, I think, is really, really good. And there's rumours, and it's only rumours, that there might be a rotor line for me soon. The only thing is, we had a little vote on, do we want to split the rota? Instead of doing a chunk of days and a chunk of nights, do we want to split the rota into two and have a permanent day shift and permanent night shift? And who wants to go on what? And it was pretty much an even split. So it looks like we will be doing that. Now, I voted nights because, to be honest with you, having permanent days or permanent nights suits me really well, because I can get into this rhythm and I can maintain the rhythm. I mean, it's like this week, I've just come off a load of nights and now I'm on lates, and then next week I'm on earlies, and it's really screwing my head up. I'm just, as you can see, I'm absolutely exhausted, and I'm filming this before I go to work, and I'm doing a late shift tonight, and it's just, basically, I think I'm going to be taking shares out in a company that makes caffeine tablets. I haven't hit the energy. I haven't become that desperate to hit energy drinks yet. Sorry, I hate energy drinks. So yeah, I'm not sure what I really want to do. The one guy who's asked for me to work with him permanently, he wants to do days. Another guy that is happy to work with me, he wants to do nights. And this lady, she's got her own driving partner now. She's happy to do whatever. So for me, days is probably a better routine. Nights works better with the cats and the cat sitter, because if I do nights, I leave in the evening, I'm away all day the next day, and then I'm home in the morning, which means the cat sitter can come in during that day anytime they want, and she normally comes in late afternoon. If I do days, then I'm off in the morning and then I'm home the following evening. Does she come in late, which is a few hours after I've left work, or does she come in early the following day when there's only a few hours till I get home? And what with having the automatic cat feeder, they're not running out of food. So I just think the night routine is better. And then when I am off on nights, I've got all night to do what I want to do. And it's great. I can work better at night because there's no disturbances or anything. And if I've got deliveries, because I live in a flat block, I'm in bed, I'm asleep during the day. I wake up, oh, there's a parcel at my front door. How wonderful. What a nice thing to wake up to. So yeah, so that is my week, guys. It's nothing really exciting other than basically I've just spent 20 minutes. This could be a short video. I've just spent 20 minutes saying I've made some videos and I'm working. And that's it. Oh, I've got some really big news for you guys. Friday the 13th. I don't do superstitions. I don't believe Friday the 13th is an unlucky day. I know some people get hung up on it. But it is going to be a very good day in this household because, and this is actually quite scary, Shadow is 2 years old. I can't believe it. It doesn't seem that long ago and I got this little tiny fluff ball that would walk on my shoulder and wouldn't get off. And I can remember doing a live stream. I tried to do that to encourage him to jump off, and he climbed on my back, and then I was walking around at a 90-degree angle with this bloody kitten stuck on my back. And now he's this big. Well, you've just seen him. You know, you've just watched him half destroy my house while I'm trying to do a stream, and that's the change that he's made. He is obviously the star of my intro, and I feel bad that Spirit's not on my intro. I am working on another intro. Actually, I did want to show you the new intro. So what I'm going to do is I have been playing around with an intro, and I'm hoping that I won't get copyright struck for it. So guys, if you see a video next, then it's fine. The music on it should be copyright free. If you see a blank, then I'm afraid that I've uploaded it. It's given me a copyright, and I've just edited it out. It is 1.5 minutes long, so if it's a blank screen, just fast forward to 1.5 minutes. Let's see how good I am with my changings of screens. There we go, guys. So I'm actually not going to do it like so. Sorry guys, I'm doing this on the fly. Media source, okay, local file, videos. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Intro. Oh god, that's come out funny. Why is there no sound? Sorry guys, I'm really useless at it. Trust me, this is going to be worth the wait, I promise you. What? I don't understand. Maybe I need this up. Right, let's give this a go. There's no sound, is there? Right, okay. Right, what I'll do then is I'll take a cut, and then I'll pop it in manual, do a bit of editing, do a cut, and then we'll come back to it. So, as I said, if you've just seen 1.5 minutes of blank, I apologise. The music, the copyright-free music, isn't copyright-free. But that's the intro that I'm thinking of playing with. The pros is that I managed to get both cats in. It's a little bit more to the point. Now, obviously, where it says channel update, that screen is going to be replaced with whatever I'm building. So if I'm doing the ET, that will be a picture of the magazines, so relevant to whatever I'm building. And then it finishes off at the end with Spirit playing, which I think is fun, and it includes her. I've tried to get, at the beginning, I've tried to get the next piece of music, the next couple of notes coming in time with the video. But yeah, give me your true thoughts, guys. Should I stick with what I've got? Should I include this new one at some point in the future? Or should I just ditch both the intros and do a nice short one? Because I do wonder if my intros are too long. Guys, that is going to be it for me. Nice short one for today. I'm now off to work. I'm a little bit worried because I'm about to do an Aberdeen run, and I've route learnt the Aberdeen, but I route learnt it 3 weeks ago. This is the first time I'm actually doing it, so I'm a bit worried about it's the bus stationy stuff, and they only give us like a 55-minute break, and I have to by law have a 45-minute break, which means if my bus comes in 10 minutes late, it's going out late. It has no choice. So yeah, see how it goes. Right, guys, so that's it for me. Take care, and I will catch you next week, and I hope you enjoy what I've got for you this week. Take care, guys. Bye bye.